Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome, man. Welcome to Beyond Classic Rock. Today, I've got an album reaction coming your way, man. And it is featuring the music of a band called the Fleet Foxes. And the name of the album is Helplessness Blues. So, man, before I pop this off, I want to give a shout out and a thanks to Cole. Thanks very much, Cole. I appreciate the recommendation, man. Cole says, "Hi, STB. I've been a big fan of your reaction and review videos since you started doing Led Zeppelin reactions. How about the album Helplessness Blues by Fleet Foxes? It's a terrific modern-day folk rock album." Folk rock, I dig it, man. So for sure, I'm going to enjoy it. So let's do this. Let's go all the way through from beginning to end. At the end, I'll separate the review, making it possibly two videos if I have to. I like to attach the review on the back end of the reaction and go that way in a perfect world. But if I have problems on YouTube, sometimes I'm forced to kind of split it up. It seems to work that way. Otherwise, I'll have to be pausing all the way throughout the whole damn reaction. I don't like doing that. So, with that said, let's hit this up, man. Helplessness Blues, the Fleet Foxes. Let's get it.
So now I am older.
It's a nice image.
Than my mother and father. When they had their daughter. Now what does that say about me? Oh, how could I dream of such a selfless and true love? Could I wash my hands of
That was nice, man. Good sounding band.
If to borrow is to take and not return, I have borrowed all my lonesome life, and I can't get through. The borrower's debt is the only regret of my youth.
Is the theme of this album kind of like a reassessment of life, midlife crisis, the identity of it?
And believe me, it's not easy when I look back. Everything I took, I'd soon return, just to be at Innisfree again. All of the sirens are driving me over the stern, just to be at Innisfree again. All of the sirens are driving me over the stern. One day at Innisfree, one day that's my in the street. One day I saw you among the crowd, in a geometric pattern dress, gleaming white, just as I recall. Old as I get, I will never forget it at all. Gleaming white, just as I recall. Old as I get, I could never forget it at all.
The folk rock platform allows you to really sing about anything, doesn't it? Maybe even more than the classic rock platform.
One day at Innisfree, one day that's my
These guys have an excellent sound. And they definitely have something to say. There's a message behind their music.
He was so kind, such a gentleman, tied to the ocean side. Lighting a match on the suitcases, latch in the fading of night. Ruffled the fur of the collie neath the table, ran out the door through the dark. earth shook, that was all that it took for the dream to break. All the loose ends would surround me again in the shape of your face. What makes me love you despite the reservations? What do I see in your eyes besides my reflection hanging high? Are you off somewhere reciting incantations, simsalabim on your tongue, carving off the hair of someone's young? Remember when you had me cut your hair? Call me Delilah, then I wouldn't care.
The music is certainly reflecting the mood of the person they're singing about. These guys are good. They're very good.
I woke up one morning, all my fingers rotting. I woke up a dying man without a chance. I came to your window through a stone and waited. At the door a stranger stood. The stranger's voice said nothing good. I turned to walk the frozen ground alone, all the way home. Wide-eyed walker, do not wander, do
see what these guys look like, how they perform live and on stage, that sort of thing. That'd be a good show. It's very introspective, isn't it?
Just as the sand made everything round, just as the tar seeps up from the ground, bitter dancer, ever turning, so was the day that you came to town. The chalk from your weathered skin, daylight sleeper, bloody reaper, you took a room and you settled in. I should have known one day walk so blind in the sun. Midnight feeder, beggar pleader, I should have known one day you would come. Tell me again, my only son.
Those are some sweet harmonies. A little reminiscent of Crosby, Stills and Nash for a second. was an excellent tune.
I was raised up believing I was somehow unique, like a snowflake, distinct among snowflakes, unique in each way you can see. And now after some thinking, I'd say I'd rather be a functioning cog in some great machinery, serving something beyond me. But I don't know what that will be. I'll get back to you someday soon. You will see. What's my name? What's my station? Oh, just tell me what I should do. I don't need to be kind to the armies of night that would do such injustice to you. Or bow down and be grateful and say, sure, take all that you see. To the men who move only in dimly lit halls and determine my future for me. And I don't know who to believe. I'll get back to you someday soon. You will see. If I know only one thing, it's that everything that I see of the world outside is so inconceivable. Often I barely can speak. Yeah, I'm tongue-tied and dizzy, and I can't keep it to myself. What good is it to sing helplessness blues? Why should I wait for anyone else? And I know you will keep me on the shelf. I'll come back to you someday soon. If I had an orchard, I'd work till I'm wrong. If I had an orchard, I'd work till I'm sore.
A little CSN Veronica.
You would wait tables and soon run the store. Gold hair in the sunlight, my light in the dawn. If I had an orchard,
great tune, man. Says so much. I'm not even sure if I caught all of what he's trying to convey. It's really nice. It's in keeping with the mood of the album. It's a nice instrument. guys tell great stories, man. This modern folk sound really complements the stuff from the 60s and 70s.
After all is said and done, I feel the same. All that I hoped would change within me stayed. Like a huddled moonlit exile on the shore, warm in his hands 1,000 years ago. I walk with others in me, yearning to get out. Claw at my skin and gnash their teeth and shout. One of them wants only to be someone you admire. One would as soon just throw you on the fire. After all is said and after all is done, God only knows which of them I'll become.
This entire album has that overall theme of
I went down among the dust and pollen to the old stone fountain in the morning after dawn. Underneath were all these pennies fallen from the hands of children. They were there and then were gone. And I wonder what became of them. What became of them? Sunlight over me, no matter what I do. Apples in the summer are cold and sweet. Every day a passing complete. I'm not one to ever pray for mercy or to wish on pennies in the fountain or the shrine. But that day, you know, I left my money and I thought of you only, all that copper glowing fine. And I wonder what became of you, what became of you. Sunlight over me, no matter what I do. Apples in the summer are cold and sweet. Every day a passing complete. Apples in the summer are cold and sweet. Every day a passing complete. ocean washing off my name from your throat. In the morning, in the morning. In the ocean washing off my name from your throat. In the morning, in the morning. Green apples hang from my tree. They belong only to me. Green apples hang from my green apple tree. They belong only to me. And if I just stay a while here staring at the sea, and the waves break ever closer, ever near to me, I will lay down in the sand and let the ocean lead. Carry me to Innisfree like Pauline on the breeze.
It's gone psychedelic on us. Psychedelic folk. All right. Wow. That is a song I have to listen to again.
Why in the night sky are the lights hung? Why is the earth moving round the sun? Floating in the vacuum with no purpose, not a one. Why in the night sky are the lights hung? Why is life made only for the end? Why do I do all this waiting then? Why this frightened part of me that's fated to pretend? Why is life made only for the end? In the city only for a while, here to face the fortune and the bile. I heard you on the radio, I couldn't help but smile. In the city only for a while. Why in the night sky are the lights hung? Why is the earth moving round the sun? Floating in the vacuum with no purpose, not a one. Why in the night sky are the lights hung?
Beautiful. Still searching for his purpose, seeking his identity.
betray me. I will wake one day, don't delay me. Wide-eyed lever, always going.
Wow. Now that's the way to end an album. Again, ending it on that note of Crosby, Stills, Nash harmony. Very, very reminiscent of their style. Not only with some of their slogans, but some of the faster paced ones. A modern day Crosby, Stills, and Nash. And a little bit of Young. Great album. Really, really excellent band. I would love to. I feel that they would definitely be in their element live. You know, I have a feeling that their live stuff would completely blow the studio sound away. If I'm right, I think I'm right. I think that their live sound, their presence on stage, their harmonies, and that kind of raw, airy kind of sound when you're performing live will really, really just make them even bigger and larger than their studio sound. This is fantastic. But now it's really made me ask the question, what do they look like and sound like performing live on stage? I have to know that. So, let's call this the end of the reaction. And I'll save all of my thoughts and comments for the review. See you in the review in a second. So before I hit up the review, guys, I want to just check out the link that Cole sent me here and just go into the comments and get a feel for what people are saying. I like to do this, especially when we're looking at artists that I am not familiar with, that I've not heard of, and just kind of get a feel for what the fan base are saying. So, sometimes I dream about growing old in a wood cabin, listening to Fleet Foxes. I listened to this album on my very first day of college on the drive to my first class. I was very anxious. It made all the scary changes that were about to happen in my life seem so serene and small. I made it a tradition to listen to this album on the very first day of every semester. It really helped me transition from being a kid enjoying the world to being an adult that was a part of the world. He got a whole bunch of likes for that comment. I think Montezuma is one of the greatest songs I've ever heard. Can't really explain why. It just pulls me straight into the album and fills me with this really intense feeling of longing, I guess. It's unreal. Yeah, introspection. That's the first thing that comes to mind for me with this album, dealing with a lot of it. And that folk rock platform that they're using, man, even greater than just a classic rock platform, allows you to say so much, express so much, you know, deal with so many different things. That was really, really excellent. That was the big standout for me. And of course, then their harmonies and that really almost orchestral sound that they've got going on with the modern folk rock sound. That was really cool. Great combination, man. This is no doubt my favorite start to finish album of my generation. Absolutely perfect. I'd rather be a functioning cog in some great machinery serving something beyond me. And that's a quote from one of the songs. This is the album that taught me how to sing harmonies about 7 years ago. I used to listen to it in the car and try to write my own vocal harmonies to each song on the album. Thank you, Robin Peckman, you glorious songwriter, and thanks for uploading. One of the most important albums in my life, and no one can change my mind. Yeah, man, really, really good comments here. Let me read one more. Going through a rough time right now. This music has really helped me stay positive and work through it all. Keep up the great work. Right on. Yeah, like I said, man, music is the eternal elixir of the soul, of life. And without music, we as a civilized culture, we would not exist as long as we do. Our life expectancy would not be as long as it is. Think about that shit, man. As a culture overall, we would be lucky to live a few decades without the presence of music and the ability to create it. Think about that, right? It's that important. You know how I see music? When a baby is born, if you do not embrace that baby, coddle that baby, pamper that baby, just hold that baby, what happens to that baby? Dies, right? It's the same thing with us as a culture. We need music. We need the pampering of music. Otherwise, our culture, our existence would just fade away. That's how important music is. It's going back to the question of how 3 years later, some people still have the audacity to ask me, why do you do reactions? Why do you react the way you do? I mean, you're just sitting there like a statue. And my answer to that question is, I take this shit seriously. I'm not here to entertain. I'm here to be enlightened by and edified by the music. I don't need to entertain you, man. The music is the star, it's the forefront, it's the focus, not Wayne. Wayne is just a damn host and a conduit. It's the music that is the most important. And if you are a true lover of the music and you appreciate the music for what it is to the core, you appreciate the creative process, all that the artist had to do to get this music to you, all of those things, then you can understand why I sit here trying my very, very best to interpret it, to take it in, to have it influence my thoughts, my moods, and to make me a better person, right? Not sitting here bobbing my head like a damn fool trying to entertain you. That's not what I'm about. See, that's why this channel has so few subscribers. It's coupled with that question too. Why do you have so few subscribers, man? Well, my platform, the way I do reactions, the way I approach music, it's all it's an acquired taste, and it's going to appeal to only a precious few people. Now, if I was to bob my head around and act all aghast about every single little thing, if I was to sit my sexy ass girlfriend next to me, oh yeah, man, I would have 100,000 subscribers, even more than that. But it's not what I'm about. This channel is about the edification of the music, not entertaining anybody, right? So just to answer that question, I've been getting that quite often lately, but it's an ongoing, recurring thing, and it's not always from the point of judgment or anything like that. Sometimes it's like people really want to know why, how come I'm so different. That's why. That's the way I am. If you were to come and visit me, sit and chill with me, this is how I would be. I'm exactly the way I am that you're seeing now. We would be sipping on some sugarcane rum, and we would be listening and exchanging a little bit. You know what I mean? There's no way an album like this that we're going to be bobbing our heads for over an hour. You know what I mean? That's not real, and that is how I am throughout. I'm chill like this during the entire course of my life. So why would I change when a camera is in front of me? No need to do that. This is why people appreciate me. The precious few who are my subscribers and patrons, this is why, right? All right, so enough of me. Let's get back to this. So let's do a review here, man. These are great comments. I'm scrolling through, and I'm not looking for it, but I haven't seen one negative comment at all about this album, about the creativity, about the sound, about everything. Really, really excellent, man. Over 200 comments, actually closer to 300 comments, and they all seem to be positive. And looking at some of the threads are long, like 20 replies to each comment. So that tells you that these guys have a really, really strong and respected fan base here. Fan base that respect and appreciate them. So let's do this. Yeah, Cole, you introduced me to a great artist here, brother. And let me know if you guys, if this is new to you as well. If this is the first time you've heard of Fleet Foxes and their music. That'd be really interesting. So, first, Fleet Foxes. Fleet Foxes are an American indie folk band formed in Seattle in 2006. The band consists of Robin Pecknold, Skylar Skelset, Casey Westcott, Christian Wargo, and Morgan Henderson. Led by singer-songwriter Robin Pecknold, the band came to prominence in 2008 with the release of their second EP, Sun Giant, and their debut album, Fleet Foxes, on Sub Pop. Both received critical praise, and reviewers often noted the band's use of refined lyrics and vocal harmonies. Fleet Foxes' second studio album, Helplessness Blues, was released on Sub Pop in 2011. Following a hiatus between 2013 and 2016, during which Pecknold pursued an undergraduate degree, Fleet Foxes reunited to record their third album, Crack Up, released on Non-Such Records in 2017. The band's fourth album, Shore, was released on Anti in September 2020. Anti, A-N-T-I. So, Helplessness Blues. Helplessness Blues is the second studio album by American indie folk band Fleet Foxes, released on May 3rd, 2011 on Sub Pop and Bella Union. Helplessness Blues received a universal acclaim from critics, going on to be nominated for Best Folk Album for the 54th Grammy Awards. The release peaked at number 4 on the Billboard 200, the band's highest position on the chart to date. To support the album, the Fleet Foxes embarked on a worldwide Helplessness Blues tour. The album is the band's first studio album to feature bass guitarist Christian Wargo and multi-instrumentalist Morgan Henderson. It's also the only Fleet Foxes album to feature drummer and backing vocalist Josh Tillman, who left the band in 2012 to pursue his solo career under the name Father John Misty. Recording. Robin Pecknold had initially hoped that the Fleet Foxes could have released their second album in 2009. However, the band's touring schedule had caused them some setbacks. They got together to rehearse new songs in February of 2009 in a rented house outside Seattle, but the sessions were mostly scrapped, costing the band $60,000 of their own money. After their tour in support of the 2008 releases ended, Pecknold mentioned the possibility of starting to record new songs, but Josh Tillman, Fleet Foxes drummer and co-song arranger, was scheduled to play Europe and North America all along the 2009-2010 winter as part of his solo musical act. Added to this, Phil Eck, the band's producer and friend, answered in an interview that he was likely to continue as the producer, as Robin had already sent him some demos to start listening to. In an interview with Peckford Media, Pecknold stated he expected the album to be released sometime in the second half of 2010. In an interview with Rolling Stone, Pecknold admitted that his girlfriend of 5 years found the stress this album placed on their relationship too much and ended things. See what I'm talking about? All that an artist has to go through in order to get the music to us. We just don't appreciate it, to the point where, details like this, for example. So you gotta give an artist props, from A to Z, all that they have to go through to get the music to us. We gotta show real appreciation. You know what I'm saying? Upon hearing the completed album, she realized that Pecknold's efforts were worth it, and they tried to work it out. The couple has since split up. Yeah. It's, I come from a military background, and that saying, absence makes the heart grow fonder or forgetful. You also got to add another page in there. It challenges relationships. And what I'm talking about is being mostly in the Navy. I was in the Army first, and then I transferred to the Navy. But being in the Navy, you'd go away, and then you would come back, and sometimes you are just a different person. Your partner is a different person, and that combination doesn't work and fit anymore. And it's a sad reality that sometimes, couples go their separate ways. It's kind of like that. That's kind of like the parallel that's in my mind at the moment. And so with an artist like Pecknold, trying to work things out with his girlfriend, it's too bad, but it happens so often. Again, these guys really pay the price to be artists and to get the music to us, man. I appreciate that very much. Pecknold has come out saying for their second album, he tried to sound less poppy, less upbeat, and more groove-based, taking inspiration from Roy Harper's folk album Stormcock, or at least its 12-string guitar, he said. That will be the primary sonic distancing from the last record. Added to this, he stated they wanted to record very quickly, saying he wanted to do the vocal takes in one go, even if there are fuck-ups. I want them to be on there. I want there to be guitar mistakes. I want there to be not totally flawless vocals. I want to record it and have that kind of cohesive sound. Van Morrison's Astral Weeks, to me, is the best sounding album because it sounds like there were only 6 hours in the universe for that album to be recorded in. So I wanted to have that feeling, unquote. Nice. I gotta check out that album. The band had recorded since 2010 in different locations after 2 years of writing material and decided to scrap the earlier idea of fast recording. Though, according to the band, the vocal takes so far have all been done in one take, perhaps in line with the original imperfect recording ideas. Yo, holy cow. Critics got a lot to say, man. Oh yeah, and then there's that guy. Okay, let's isolate his comments and not even bother with him. Let's skip over this guy. Helplessness Blues received widespread critical acclaim from contemporary music critics. At Metacritic, which assigns a normalized rating out of 100 to reviews from mainstream critics, the album received an average score of 85 based on 42 reviews, which indicates universal acclaim. Larry Fitzmaurice of Pitchfork wrote that the album's analytical and inquisitive nature never tips into self-indulgence, and that, amidst the chaos, the record showcases the band's expanded range and successful risk-taking, while retaining what so many people fell in love with about the group in the first place. Unquote. Very good. Chris Martins of the AV Club praised the album's sophisticated, truth-seeking songs, while Alexis Pedretis of The Guardian called it almost laughably beautiful. Andy Gill, writing in The Independent, felt that Fleet Foxes managed to make giant strides creatively without jettisoning their core sound. Yeah, they're all great positive reviews, all except one. And if you guys have watched me for a while, you know that I'm not even going to give this fool any platform on my platform, any time on my platform. You are just not worth it, man. How could someone make a living being negative? It's unbelievable. Yeah, let's skip over this dude. I can't believe they give this fool an entire paragraph to spawn his poison. Yeah, let's skip down. The album was nominated for Best Folk Album for the 54th Grammy Awards. Good. Excellent. That concludes our look at Helplessness Blues by Fleet Foxes. A great album, man. A really excellent modern day folk rock sound, just like you said, Cole, but reminiscent of those great times, that Renaissance period, I like to call. And yeah, man, I call these guys the modern day CSNY. You know, that's how a lot of their music sounds to me, and they're harmonizing. But it's just so much more than that, though. You know, you've got that really nice, almost orchestral background feel to their music. It's a bigger sound, and they can condense it, though, when they're trying to focus and give you a specific message through their music. So yeah, man, their signature sound is fantastic. They've got some interesting things to say, great storytellers, and very clear. I never had to strain once to understand what they're trying to convey. And you know, I struggle with some artists trying to understand what the hell are they singing. You know, I know that they're trying to say something specifically, but it's really hard to discern sometimes. Not with these guys. It was perfect, man. Yeah, a total 5 out of 5 coming from me. So before I bounce, this is what's going on the platform. Bayou, greatly blessed, Swine, Akachita. I am playing catch up, guys. Excuse me for that. I'm 2.5 weeks behind, and so I will be catching up this week and in the next week. But before I am through this year, I will be totally caught up with all of my reactions, starting with a complete clean slate for the new year. That's this platform and the classic rock platform. And that's it, man. That is my reaction on my review of this really excellent album. If you guys have a chance, go check out the Fleet Foxes page on or this album on YouTube, and check out those comments. They're really nice comments, man, and they're long and lengthy, so you're looking at some really excellent personal testimonials of what this album means to a lot of people, so check that out. Anyways, Cole, you're the shit, brother. Thank you very much. Welcome to the patronage. I appreciate your support there, and looking forward to some more of your recommendations, man. So everybody have a good one. Take care. Next time you see me will be tomorrow, and it'll be for Bayou's reaction. See you tomorrow. Peace.